Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Mike Gavin, and I'm the chair of IAEM Conference Committee. I'm joined by Donna Franklin and David Barber, our vice chairs, and Julie Husk, our staff conference manager. Kathy Clark, my co-chair, had a scheduling conflict today. During this,
Hi, everybody. David here.
Hi, this is Donna.
Hello, this is Julie. Welcome.
During this webinar, we'll cover the submission process, the conference committee's expectations for submissions, and give a quick tutorial on the online submission portal. Our goal is to develop the best program for our conference, but we recognize that we need the best from our speakers to make it so. We'll share the recording with everyone who registered, and it'll also be posted on the IAEM conference website under the speaker pages. We welcome questions as we go through the slides. Please feel free to send your questions to us via the question box. If at the end of the webinar you wish to ask questions specific to your particular or specific situation, I'm going to encourage you to reach out to one of us. Our contact information is provided on the last slide.
This is the main speaker page on our conference website. The web address for our conference website is iaemconference.info. You can find this page by clicking on the speaker tab at the top where you can see my cursor right now. The requirements for a breakout speaker submission and a step-by-step instructions to submit using our new speaker portal are found in the speaker guidance, which is hyperlinked right here on this page. The left-hand panel has clickable tabs to navigate more speaker information. Currently, all that is available is our breakout speaker information. In the next few months, we will have information available about our EM Vision Talks and our poster showcase submission process.
Donna, would you like to speak about the breakout speaker information?
Sure. Under the speaker pages, you'll find the benefits and responsibilities of being a speaker at the IAEM annual conference. For example, registration, final slide document review, submission deadlines, and CEM credit. As Julie mentioned on the previous page, the speaker submission guidance is the must-read for all speakers who want to submit a successful speaker proposal. I urge you to follow the guidance developed by the conference committee to provide all the requirements and tips for successful speaker submission. The guidance will answer many of the questions you have about submitting a proposal. And as always, if you have any specific questions about your proposal for a breakout, you can reach out to any of us prior to the close of the call for speakers. We're always really happy to help anyone.
Well, here's the deadline, February the 13th, 11:59 p.m. Central Time. It is a hard deadline and it cannot be extended, so please plan accordingly. And please, we implore you to not wait until the very deadline to submit. Put it in early. Plan and make sure that you have time to put the submission in. Avoid the rush and stand out from the crowd. We have a large number of submissions and there are limited session slots. So even submissions that score well may not be accepted. We're asking you to bring your A game and put your best effort into one high quality submission. Anybody that's accepted as a speaker to our conference in Long Beach will be notified by May 1st. Our breakout sessions are 60 minutes long with questions and will be held on Monday through Wednesday, November 16th, 17th, and 18th of 2020. Anyone who submits for a breakout must comply with the no logos feature. We understand that your organization may not agree. However, we would like to remind everyone that the IAEM Annual Conference Program is a platform for professional development and earnest learning, not for sales. All speakers will be assigned a speaker liaison who is a member of the conference committee. They will introduce you with the introduction provided during the speaker submission process, which you will have a chance to update prior to the conference. There will also be a timekeeper for your session, and they will also be a timekeeper for your session and alert you if needed when time is running out.
The conference theme for 2020, our 68th IAEM Annual Conference and EMEX, is IAEM 2020, Visioning the Future of Emergency Management. The conference committee requires presentations that are specifically developed for the IAEM annual conference audience and for the current year's theme. When developing your submissions, think of the following topic areas within the theme or suggest one of your own. Emergency management has a long and impressive history of major accomplishments through its professional growth. Events and incidents have precipitated change over the decades. Consider the improvements you've experienced and witnessed, along with the pathways that led you to a new and stronger understanding of the profession. Donna, is there something you'd like to add?
Sure, thanks, Mike. The emergency management world is unique, and we have to embrace the reality of where we are and be ready to manage any emergency that arises. To survive and thrive, we need to think in new ways, share resources, and work with new partners to forge successes. New obstacles will certainly arise in working with new partners, as well as the non-traditional solutions. Challenges will become opportunities as our profession provides the best service for our communities. And as we move into a new decade, it is more obvious than that the type and the frequency and the magnitude of events and incidents and emergencies are rapidly changing. So how do you vision the world of emergency management in the future? What new challenges will we face? What new collaborations will emerge? How will we learn to operate in an environment that's unlike anything in our past? Will technology be our friend, or will it be a threat? Where are the opportunities for growth, change, and synergy as we move into the future world of emergency management?
New this year, the speaker submission portal is linked to the IAEM database. To submit a proposal for a breakout session, you need to log into IAEM.org. On the homepage, click on Dashboard, and then on the left side, click on Membership Dashboard, then Speaker Submission. Even though it says Membership Dashboard, you do not need to be a member to submit a proposal. As we mentioned earlier, the call for submission closes on Thursday, February the 13th at 11:59:59 Central Standard Time. So please, we'll say it again, don't wait until the last minute. Plan accordingly. Another tip, read through the entire online submission form first before you start filling it out. Gather all your supporting materials that you're going to need prior to entering information. This will help you and ensure that you have a complete and well thought out submission when you finally do the actual submission. There is not a save function, so it's very important that you set aside some time to allow for entry of all of your information at one time, one setting. It is important that you note that incomplete submissions will not be considered.
As David mentioned, it'll save you time and not cause you frustration if you gather all the required information prior to submitting your proposal. Here we've listed some of the main information needed. Contact information, a bio. Keep in mind there are maximum characters for that. A couple past speaking experiences, a couple of references. We also would like your title, abstract, what your audience will get from your presentation, takeaways, lessons learned. And then we'd like a speaker introduction rather than reading a complete bio, which the attendees will have access to. We would like a speaker introduction. It makes it a little easier for us. You can always log into the speaker submission portal to view all the required information without submitting a proposal. Then when you're ready to go, go back enter all your information. As David mentioned, please keep in mind there is not a save function with this program. All right, we've provided a guidance for you to use. We also recognize that everyone is at a different skill or comfort level with speaking. We take that into account when we do reviews. For those of you who have never spoken on a national stage, think about reaching out to one of us as you prepare your submission. The better your submission is, the better your chance of getting selected is. The last two items concern those who are accepted. As you consider putting a proposal together, know that if you are selected, a member of the conference committee is going to work with you to help you develop your session. The representative will also do a review of your slides to make sure that it meets our standards. If you get selected, we may ask you to focus on a variation of your proposal, or maybe to collaborate with someone else if it's a popular topic. We pride ourselves on the level of personal attention and respect we give our speakers all the way to the end. Donna, anything to add?
Do we have the slide template? Is the slide template up?
Not yet, Lana.
Okay, sorry. No, nothing to add right now.
Okay, one other thing I'd like to mention is to emphasize that new speakers are welcome. Everybody gets coaching as they need. Even folks who spoke a couple years ago. The speaker submission is chock full of helpful tips and covers all the requirements for a successful submission. Please complete all fields. Incomplete applications, as David mentioned, will be disqualified. We cannot look at those in comparison to others. Double check for typos before you submit. We're a professional organization and we do expect professional work from our speakers. With the selection process, the one thing I'd like to state is that the applications are scored on complete and accurate application to start with. And that's where we say if the information isn't there, there's no way we can score it, and so we will remove it from review. Quality of the submitted presentation is looked at. We look at speaker experience, although I will tell you, many times we get someone who's never spoke before, we work with them and they do a phenomenal job. A compelling presentation is a story that'll engage the audience. We want to hear where you've been, what you've done, and where you're going. You know, folks that are sitting in the audience want to listen to you rather than look at a lot of data on your PowerPoints. And again, adherence to the theme is important, but if you come up with a good presentation that has nothing to do with the theme, it will be graded right along with the others. Donna, how about the slide template?
Thank you. So we provide selected speakers with an IAEM slide template to use during their presentation at the conference. You can use logos on the first and last slide of your presentation only. On the first slide, you will insert the name of your presentation and the speaker's names. And on the last slide, you will have all of your contact information so the audience can reach out to you after the presentation. And just please note that the slide template is required to be used by all selected speakers. And as we go through the process of refining your presentation, we'll make sure that you have everything in its order so that it will be ready for presentation during the conference.
Folks, we're really strict about using the slide template and only allowing speakers to insert company logos on the first and last slide. We will not allow speakers to use the IAEM conference as a platform to promote their company or organization. That is why we have the EMACs. Of course, someone in the audience is probably wondering how the logo rule applies if the proposal is about a program or unit with a specific logo, like America's Preparathon. If this is you, please make sure you talk to one of us so we can advise accordingly. Julie will now take us through a live demo of the submission for a breakout proposal.
Hello, everyone, and sorry about that. Donna has lost her internet connection, so that's why it's a little bit of bumbling there throughout the slides. But
Julie?
doing this. I'm here. Can you hear me? Anybody hear me?
Did we lose Julie?
I can hear Julie.
No, I can hear.
Okay, great. All right, so I am on the IAEM.org website, and I have already logged in. If you haven't logged in, you just log in up here on top. You see where it says my name right there. There'll be actually a login. You log in there. If you don't have an account, you have to create an account. If you don't recall your password or whatever, it can prompt you to reset your password and so forth. So once you get to your login page, you go to dashboard right here where my cursor is. You click on that, and then you go over here to the left where it says membership dashboard, and it pulls up this little piece right here. So now I'm going to take you live. So down the bottom, you scroll down here, you got speaker submissions. You click on speaker submission. And this pulls up the speaker submission portal. So in here, there's different pages. Right here is the speaker information page. This is for the main speaker. There are several required fields marked with an asterisk here. It will populate the information that is already in the IAM database. As you can see here, it's got my name, my title and so forth, where I work, phone numbers, etc. You go down here, it'll keep on going through. It asks for your cell phone number. We ask for this because on site, if you need to get a hold of you, we want to have that number. It'll ask you for a bio, which is right here. It'll tell you the maximum character limit, which was in the guidance. There are several other pages to this: submission information, additional speakers, additional details, and speaker agreement. When you are done with this page right here, click next, and it will automatically populate to the next one, which is the speaker submission. In here, it's asking about the details about your presentation. So you got your title here, your abstract. You can see this box here is really small. If you read this little message here, you can make this box bigger by dragging the corner, make it smaller if you want to see it, but make it bigger. That way you can see the text you are doing in here. Again, you got required fields all throughout here. This interest area is a drop-down box. So in here, we ask for a main topic area that best covers your session. There can be more than one. It's not critical which one you pick, but just try to pick a main one here. We also have an other feature. So if you do select other, you can put in 2 words that will describe your interest area if it doesn't fit within the ones we have there. Next page, you can click next here. Sorry, it's a little jumpy. We'll go to additional speakers. So if you have additional speakers, you want to click on here and then search. So search this with this magnifying glass for additional speakers. You can search by last name, email, or organization. I'm going to put in one here. And then you put in search for speaker. So then you just select one, and then I'm going to populate everything that's in the IAM database. Again, you need to put the bio in for additional speaker, the speaker experience and references, and any social media information. If you have more, repeat the process. If you, let's say we have another one. Let's say you didn't find one in that search. You couldn't, they are not in our database at all. You want to click on the plus sign here, and that will create a new record completely where you can enter in details about the speaker. Once you are done, go to the next page. This is the additional details page. It will ask you about your past speaking experiences. And then that last page is the speaker agreement, which is just items we ask you to agree to as far as being a speaker at IAM. When you are done, at the bottom here, you need to click this preview submission button. Now you can see here this red box populated because I went through and I didn't fill out a lot of the fields that were required. it will continue to populate, and it will tell you exactly where you're missing. So like for here, on the speaker information page, I was missing my prefix, my cell phone number, and my bio. And it will tell you on the submission information page. So all these fields need to be completed before you can have your speaker submission actually accepted and do. So when you're done, click preview submission again, and then there'll be a submit button. When you're done, hit the submit button, and you will have successfully completed and submitted your proposal for IAEM. It will give you, it will populate an IAEM confirmation page, which will tell you that you were successful on submitting your speaker proposal. All right, we have some questions here. Okay. Is everyone still there?
Yep.
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 Question regarding the 2 required references. Are these supposed to be individuals who attended one of the past speaking engagements we identified?
That is what we would prefer. We'd prefer someone who can attest to your presentation skills.
Someone has asked if the slides will be available after the session. Yes, these are recorded. So as soon as I can get them downloaded and ready, I will put them on that speaker page that I showed you everyone earlier. Let's see what else. Would I need to submit an actual PowerPoint presentation by February 13th? The answer to that is no. This year we are not asking for prior or a proposed presentation for the conference. If you are selected, it will be a requirement that you do submit that. And as our conference chairs were talking earlier, you will work with a conference representative from the conference committee who will help work with you in those slides. You can send them a preview of your slides, and those will be due August 1 if these are only for selected speakers.
One of the things we're trying to do this year with presentations in the past and with references is not to have you present your past presentation that maybe didn't follow the guidelines IAEM has, or to try to have you have your presentation ready in February when, you know, it's a long time till November and you may want to make some adjustments. And that's the reason we're looking at, have you presented before? Your references can attest to your presentations or attest to your subject matter expertise. And that's the reason we encourage people who have never spoken at a conference before to please apply. Any other questions, Julie?
If we've done this presentation for another conference and have a video recording, would you like this, and or is there a way to submit it?
Personally, I don't think sending it would be a benefit because we're not going to be reviewing any presentations at that time.
I don't think we have any more questions at this time.
All right. Well, here's our contact information. If you wish to brainstorm, have a session with one of us, please reach out. We'd like to get to know our speakers, provide that personal attention, that personal touch. We appreciate the commitment to your engagement in speaking and sharing your knowledge, skills, and abilities. From the plenary speakers to the breakouts and the forums, the committee works collaboratively with the respective speakers to develop their sessions. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us. All right. If there aren't any other questions, or if you have questions you want to reach out to us, please reach out to any of the four of us, one or all, copying in Julie, so we make sure we promptly get back with you. If you think of something later you're developing in your session, you're not quite sure of, don't hesitate to get a hold of us. And as Julie mentioned, this webinar is being recorded. It'll be sent to all of those who have registered, and it'll also be posted on the IAEM conference website once it is available. Donna, do you have anything to add?
Just think of something great for the session that you would want to share for the conference on envisioning the future of emergency management. And again, like Mike said, if you haven't spoken before or you have questions, we are all really happy to work with you. So please go ahead and give us a shout.
David?
I'll echo what everybody else has said about please reach out to us. We are more than willing to work with you and help you, because we want to make sure that what you're presenting is the best that it can be, and we're more than happy to help you. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. But I just want to say one more thing, and we've said it several times. I want to say it one more time. Please, 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 I can't say this enough, put your submission in early. Don't wait to the last minute. We have tons of stories of people that waited to the last minute, got frustrated, and weren't able to finish putting in a submission because they waited till the last minute. So don't let that be you. Put it in early.
Thanks, David and Donna. And Julie, how about you?
No, I don't have any questions other than just reiterating what everybody else said. And if you have any problems at all as you're going through the process, don't hesitate to reach out to any of us. We're here to help. The month will end here pretty quickly, so plan ahead.
Folks, we look forward to working with any and all of y'all, not only coming and attending the conference, but the reason the conference is as great as is because of folks like you. And just as everybody said, reach out to us. I'm excited because I've just recently, while we've been doing this, go to webinar, I've gotten 3 text messages from people asking if we can meet or talk to review some of their ideas. And that's what it's all about. It's the networking. So work with us, and we hope to have a great conference in 2020.